Patty and Kristin in the morning.
Afternoon edition.
Happy Friday. I know this is a kids show, and it was hysterical to have seen your face when you walked into this picture right here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a video from 2017. We were a year in having the youth developer channel, and we love fall. So, Kristin, do you mind if I share this video with you?
Go ahead.
All right, and I love to hear what are some of the things that you look forward to. Here we go.
Jimmy. Wake up.
No.
Guess what?
It's That's the old logo, the retro logo.
Hey, you developer. Guess what? It's fall.
Pumpkin spice latte. 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 I said,
He likes his pumpkin.
Pumpkin spice latte.
Leave a comment if you think Jimmy loves recording.
He says he does not. I have a hard time believing that.
Me too. Me too.
As okay, we know pumpkin spice latte was one of them. I think if we're talking about food, I'm gonna say soups. I am totally looking for soups. I am driving over here.
Sorry.
Go ahead, honey.
I am also looking forward to watching Harry Potter.
Woohoo!
Fall.
And speaking of Harry Potter, rocking these scarves.
Yep.
What house are you, Patty?
You know, I am not like this big fan. It's him, so
So you're Slytherin with him?
Yeah. Like the blue is my favorite color. One of my favorite colors. What about you?
Wait, you said blue, so that's not Slytherin?
No, that's Jimmy's.
Blue. Is blue Ravenclaw?
Yeah. Okay, so which one's like supposedly the bad guys? The green one, right?
Slytherin, yeah. And then Gryffindor is the one where like Harry Potter and Hermione and Ron are all in.
Right.
And so Hufflepuff, so at my job, somebody had gotten a sorting hat that you put on and it talks and looks just like the one on the movie.
Oh, snap.
And when I put that hat on, it told me I was in Hufflepuff. However, you can also go to online. I forget. Somebody else will know what exactly the website is. I forget what it is, but there's a Harry Potter website where you can go and you can it'll place you in your house and it'll tell you your Patronus and all of these things. So I found out that I'm in Ravenclaw, and also my Patronus is a dolphin.
All right, so tell me colors. So what color is that? So I can.
What color is what? Ravenclaw?
Yeah.
I think it's the blue scarf that you're wearing because I want to say Hufflepuff is.
Right.
Let's find out. You say something while I look up Ravenclaws.
Yeah. I want to point out that we're recording this in the summer. So you guys can see we're both wearing t-shirts. Ooh, what is it?
Ravenclaw.
Is it the blue?
It's blue.
Okay.
The blue that you're wearing.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, Jimmy's definitely what's the green one called?
Slytherin.
That is all him 100%. He's super proud, and he's been wanting a role as the villain of any movie or any show. That is his Jemmy Jam. He says there's no villain, we're just misunderstood. Hopefully he'll join us. He's somewhere around the house, told us he might come. We'll see. All right. Okay, cool. So, we talked about soup. What kind of soup do you like to have in the fall?
Mm, that's a great question. Well, I used to be when I could still do dairy.
Mm.
Broccoli cheddar soup, great. I loved making my mom's recipe with my personal spin on her chili. Yeah.
Nice.
Sometimes I feel like putting the effort into puree and do like a butternut squash soup
Oh,
or something like that. So
yum.
yeah. Oh, and yeah, I'll make different kinds of soups. I used to make a lot more of them, but yeah.
Cool. Hey, all
What about
right,
you?
Miss Kristen. Oh, the butternut squash is my favorite, and it's been a long time since I've had since I was in denial about dairy. But I will love the onion soup. It's like the onion with
Mhm.
all the cheese, the mozzarella. Is it
Mm.
mozzarella? Yeah. That was like my favorite soup of all time. Every diner, Panera bread, that was my jam. You know, especially in Panera bread when you get in the bread.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Two things, bread and milk all at once. No wonder I was like not happy afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far we talked about that in coffee. Okay, so now movies, and shall we continue?
Go for it.
All right, let's see what else these two fools have.
So that should be fun. Look forward to a video for that.
I mean, fall hiking. No mosquitoes! Woo!
Fall hiking is absolutely the best.
It's TV shows. Did you guys know that The Crown has a season 2?
What season are we in now?
Stranger Things.
No idea. But
Yeah,
there's a season 3 of Stranger Things, and 4 will be coming out sometime next year.
Sweaters.
Ah.
Yes. Sweater. All right, honey. Anything else we forgot about things we're looking forward to? Over here. Anything else we forgot about the things we're looking forward to?
Camping.
Camping, yes. Hey, women's retreat in November, the first weekend. But you know what,
That's right.
why
Retreats.
wait for once a year to have a retreat when you can have it every month?
Makes no sense.
It
You
makes
can
no
have it every
sense.
day.
Every treat every day.
Every day.
Every day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta learn to treat yourself, but really, retreats, you don't have to wait a year. However, it is exciting that we're going as a whole ministry, just the girls, and it's gonna be amazing. Are you gonna miss me, honey?
Yeah. Totally.
He totally is. He's just acting. What else? Any other events? Hi. What happens October 2nd?
October 2nd.
I love this line.
I believe it's someone's anniversary. Oh, it's our anniversary. We've been married for 110 years.
6 years, guys. 6 years.
So it's 10 years tomorrow.
Yay.
And what's happening October 3rd, Kristen Joy Davis?
Tis my birthday. Another level up.
Okay, so I don't have any retreats as of now. How about you? Any retreats coming up for you?
Not retreats. Karan, Alex Barker, and I are currently in the planning stages for a online pirate festival. So do have that coming up. There will be more information as we get everything settling into place.
Oh, fun.
Mhm.
Oh, goodness. Yes, yes. I do yeah, that's really good. That's exciting. Jimmy and I will hopefully, again, couples Giving has been our Jemmy Jam. Maybe no, let me show you that in November. So we did our first us two, then our second was with four couples, no, four counting us, and we'll see what's cooking. I know that's us looking for land in a beautiful place where couples could come and yeah, be one in nature and one with themselves and one in communication. So yeah, I'm putting it out there. Honey, I hope you're listening. Let's get to work. we've been talking about this for a really long time, and so yeah, we'll see what's cooking with that. And I believe he said it. Oh no, I think there's
All right,
two
guys.
more things.
Leave a comment below of the things you're looking
These
for.
are a few of your
Oh,
favorite
no,
things.
don't be shy. Don't text and call me. Join the community again.
I think
Are you
that's it.
trying to show the video? Oh, okay. Because the video is not up if you're trying to show it.
Oh really?
No, yeah, it was just the audio.
Oh no! Get out of here! Oh, silly me. There it is. Yeah, I believe that's it. Let me see. Everything else is then I had like for my
Special offer
program.
for
Mm.
Balance Mastery Chat.
Yeah. So that's when I used to have that program. But I have one of the bloopers. I'll show you the bloopers and then we will continue. Okay, that's we fight people.
You see those lines on the road? Latte, latte, so nice, so nice. Pumpkin spice latte, pumpkin spice latte.
Subscribe. I'm gonna say step one. You're gonna say subscribe, right? Step one.
Step one.
Do I look upset?
Is that a question?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No, it's exactly it.
I got it.
All right, let me stop the share. We talked about movie shows. What are some of the shows you're watching?
Right now, Sex Education on Netflix. Have you watched that?
Really?
Mhm.
No.
That's
Oh.
funny.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Ashley, who you interviewed, I told her I think of her while watching this because one of the characters in there is basically realizing that the sex education in the school where her high school son goes, is terrible, and that the kids are not learning things that they should be learning. So she's rewriting. Basically,
Wow.
she writes a book about how need to rewrite the
Very
curriculum.
cool. And Ashley speaks about that in the Youth Developer,
Mm.
guys. In case you were wondering, and also in your Pirate Living podcast, is that correct?
Mhm.
Yeah. So check it out. Let me see if I have it in there. Okay, cool. Is that like a new show on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. It's in season 3 now. So.
Oh wow. Okay, cool. Okay, this is good information for parents, and we know we love parents. So very cool, very cool. Yeah, for us it's Wu-Tang, the American Saga. That's what we're watching currently. And for me, Goldbergs. Have you heard of Goldbergs?
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it.
It's one of my favorite shows, and I'm surprised it's been up for so long. So before that we were watching Kim Convenience, but they canceled the show. I was really upset. But yeah, so right now our current show is Wu-Tang. So shout out to those who love it. All right, well, shall we transition to
Patty and Kristin in the morning. Afternoon edition.
Go live.
Woo! All right, so
In this
let's
episode,
see.
we go live. Oh wait, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, so we pick a question, Kristin and I, and so please drop a comment. Tell us your favorite thing about fall, some of the shows you're watching, any movies you like to watch. I like Harry Potter only in it's September, October, because it reminds me of how much I love learning. And that's about it. So I'm not like this big nerdy fan. I'm sorry, did I just say that out loud? Okay. Some or maybe no, take out maybe. It could be that not really paying attention. So what number do we have, Kristin, for today?
Have we done 21 yet?
21. Nope. And 21 is, so if you don't mind going first while I type it, it is this amazing blessing of today. Okay.
So this amazing blessing of today.
Yeah.
So like what blessing has come out of today. Is that how you would interpret that?
Yeah, I would. Yeah. This amazing
Okay.
blessing.
Well, I would say first off, I was awake at about 3:30 this morning. So I mean I got out of bed closer to 5:30, but I've been awake for a long time. And one thing I like to do close to my birthday is to sit down and journal and reflect on the past year, to potentially do some goal setting, and then reflect on the upcoming year. So the last couple years I've actually written out like goals with the date and all of that. So today I had lots of time. So I sat down,
Nice.
reflected on some of the lessons that I've learned this year, things I've been grateful for that happened. And then like instead of writing goals, I did future casting, I would guess you could call it. Past tensing the year. So pretending like I'm a year forward from today and looking back on the year that is still to come and writing out, instead of writing down like these are my goals, this is the date and these are the steps, I wrote it out more like it had already happened and these are the things that came about. So yeah, took today to do some reflecting because this weekend we're going to the ocean. So I didn't know if I'd have as much time to sit and reflect. But
yeah. Oh, that's super fun. What's the term of this again? One more time.
I had called it future casting, but I think there's a different term because it's past tensing, something that hasn't happened yet. So acting as if it has happened.
Yeah.
So like if you have a goal and you past tense it, you could say, I bought the car of my dreams. I've been driving it and loving it. I've taken it on a road trip and had so much fun. So getting in that future mindset of picturing it like it already happened.
Yeah. I did that with the Billy story, my belly muffin. It was all because I lost my belly muffin. Right. Okay, this is cool. Yeah, and lots of magic happened. One being I have a regular menstrual cycle, now going on my second year. That's pretty cool. And a blessing. Well, I know for me today, so for me this morning I lost my temper with my dog, and like I shook her, I slapped her here in the mouth because she bit me here, and it was we've been going back and forth. Should she come to our bed? And then today it was like, okay, let's try it. And so we grabbed her, put her in the middle. So I'm like picturing this snuggle moment of her in the middle and us cuddling with her. And the first thing she did playing was, bit me right here. And it hurt so bad. Lost my temper. And Jimmy's like, all right, let's take a time out. I'm gonna go take a shower. Please don't kill our dog. And I decided to get up. I went to the office, and then the guilt started coming like all over my head. Like, what kind of human? I have an anger problem. What the heck is wrong with me? And I'm thinking Poppy's gonna be really upset with me. Poppy is gonna be traumatized or something like that, or whatever. All those things were coming in my head, and I come out, and she's kissing me, and it's like, dang, dogs do forgive so quickly. Like here I am guilting myself out, and here she is like, hey, it's cool. I'm actually very grateful I'm here in the bed, right? And so yeah, and now she went back in the sofa, and it's like she's actually a lot more calmer. And I know this goes against everything, even what Cesar Milan, the book that I read, and all these things. And Jimmy grew up differently, right? He slept with his dogs. His dogs came on the sofa. That's how he grew up in dogs. In my home, the our dog was really my sister's dog, and he will watch TV. Literally, Kristen, like we're in a sofa, and he will sit like this and watch TV. So that dog was in the sofa and in my sister's bed. So same thing, so anyway, she's chilling, she's forgiving, and it is. It's like Jimmy says this a lot, negation acknowledge, like we don't deserve dogs. Us humans, we can hold grudges and be resentful. Dogs are like, oh, it's cool, whatever. I love you. So yeah. Poppy's forgiveness.
Yeah. One thing you and I were talking about before we went live, that Lance brought up to me yesterday, as I was dealing with some of my own resentments. He asked, he's like, is this worth holding on to? And it's like, what? He's like, is being right worth holding on to? And once that got to sink in and really settle, it's like, oh no. And there's a saying too that goes, you can be right or you can be in love. And so is letting also that came to mind, I'm letting that sit in and like, yeah, I can be right or I can treat human beings with love. And proving that I'm right and that this right here is saying that I am right and everything about me is correct. In the end is like, yeah, I was trying to get through something very quickly, and in the process forgot about the humanity that was involved in this process that I was rushing through, and feelings got hurt. And so I thought I was doing everybody a favor by rushing and pulling the Band-Aid off, and I forgot. So I was like, yep, I was too busy proving I was right, and I took all the love out of it. And so anyway, that was a good lesson. And you sparked, reminded me of that with what you were saying with Poppy.
Yeah, thank you for saying that word, humanity or the human. Yeah, that's really big. People, that is so. That's the hell. I know. I've said this a couple times in the show, right? Let me choose my words. No, yeah. Thank you for reminding me about the new humanity, which is a new beginning here in earth. I don't think you should acknowledge belief in heaven and hell. That's been so misused for so long. It's heaven on earth. And yeah, thank you for reminding me about that. And Poppy, thank you to you and Poppy.
Thanks, Poppy.
Lance. Lancey, Poppy, and Kristen. I like it. That is absolutely, our being in touch with that or being reminded is absolutely, and grace and compassion is part of it because we make mistakes. So that's awesome. Oh, may I close out with your feedback on this? So on Fridays in Instagram I go live for Failing Forward Fridays. And last week, when I was stuck in traffic for 3 hours in my way to Long Island to pick up my niece and my nephew, I was supposed to be live and I didn't. And I got thinking about so many people react like they do one of those like, oh, failing, right? And then I'm like, oh, let's change the narrative. And it can feel like I'm going against like here I am going up the mountain, it's like this big boulder and I'm pushing. Failing is okay, guys. And then I started thinking, how about if I change it to another name? And then the first motivation, to be completely transparent, was that I wanted something for Thursday because we go live on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to make sure that I'm giving all my energy to one live instead of two. And as I'm there in the road, and I had said it before to Jimmy, but I really was pondering, what about tripping forward Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Because when we trip, we sometimes fall, we sometimes just stumble, we sometimes just do one of these and catch ourselves. And it does wake us up. And
Mm-hmm.
so then I was like, I could do this because I've been really uh thinking about having my own podcast, like and I've been meaning to have it for 15 minutes because it's manageable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I could knock out a good half a year in a year in really a short period of time,
Mm-hmm.
packed with really some good storytelling about tripping forward. And
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah, what do you think about that idea?
Yeah, that's a that's a good name. While you saying that, I'm gonna tell you. I may or may not have said this before. I may or may not have told you,
Okay.
and it's very worth repeating. I have a friend that brought up two quotes in a very short period of time while I was talking to her. First was make mistakes freely. So that's one of her mottos. It's like make mistakes freely because they're part of the learning process. And the other one that went along with it was she learned this one from a 5-year-old who took jujitsu or taekwondo or one of those martial arts.
Yeah.
And he said to her, he's like, it's if it's not a win, then it's a lesson.
Yeah.
So everything's a win
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
lessons are also wins. So I was like,
Yeah. Absolutely.
so yeah, tripping forward Thursdays is
Hmm. You made me think about winning Wednesday.
that too.
But I do, yeah. Yeah, tripping forward Thursday. I'm seeing how it even looks here in the title
Mm-hmm.
down here. I like it. I asked Jimmy how many times he's watched me trip. I am so clumsy. Oh my goodness. I want to say it fits a bit better. And I like the forward TFT, and it also sounds easy to remember. You know, it's the TFT show coming live to you on Thursday for 15 minutes. Cool. All right,
Yeah.
Kristen. I love it.
Patty, before you go, because we were
Yeah.
talking about this, I
Yeah.
say, well, first off, we're gonna take this little girl's advice. This is part of one of my illustrations for my book. She is holding in her hand a wins journal where she writes down the win she celebrates. So I want to really I want to hear a win. What win are you celebrating?
Right. Winning wins. Well, the one I wrote on Instagram, because you put in Lifted
Mm-hmm.
Educators,
I did.
was our 10-year anniversary. That's more like on a weekend thing and more for Jimmy and I. For myself today will be waking up to embracing grace from my dog, embracing forgiveness on me, because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times, actually, that to me is harder. It's harder for me to forgive myself than others, that's for sure. Because I could spark up in anger easily. I don't hold much grudges against people. If I'm like really angry,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say something that it may hurt you. Have I done that, Kristen?
Not to me.
Oh, wait for it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I've learned that 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 can really cause a lot of damage in friendships.
Mm.
And I'm thinking, like growing up in a Latino household, everybody yells. It's normal. Having married Jimmy, it was like shut down.
Mhm.
And I'm like, why would I ever want to do that? So anyway, all that to say, my win is having more grace on myself, forgiving myself when I make mistakes.
Yay.
So thank you. What about you?
I'll go with that picture that I showed is from my children's book, that the goal is to have that out in time for the holidays. So my win is that the little reminders, the little bits that I get to celebrate whenever I see a new page, whenever I see new things added, getting to be reminded why I started. And because the whole reason why I started wasn't to be like, I want to be an author and have this book with my name on it. It was because there was the vocabulary program had a great tools that it provided to me to help me find my voice and create better communication in my life, and gave me some amazing tools. And what I wanted to do was put those tools in the format of a children's book. So I'm excited that I get to see as it's coming together.
Yeah, I could see it. That is absolutely awesome. Cool. Thanks for ending this show on wins. This is a great way to end the show and to begin our weekend and our anniversary and your birthday weekend.
As I say that, and like the magic part on my shirt came up. Magic.
Oh, wait. That is so funny that you said that. Ask Jimmy whenever you get a chance. His he has a character that he does when we go on camping trips called Magic Man. And what you did is actually part of his trailer song. So you can ask him, or Claire, ask one of those two. Awesome. All right. Well, it's peace, love, and chuletas. Bye, everybody.